look me in my eyes, they wanna see me fall, 'cause they know I'm on the rise. Hi you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Siweli Kanini and I am a South African who currently resides in America, and my channel is mostly about my transition from a foreign country into the United States, my whole journey. I like sharing it with you guys and just documenting important details of my transition basically, and how it could help you. And today's video is a very exciting one for me. I am so excited about this one, and yeah, let me get comfy and all that. Yo guys, okay, I have my legs crossed across the chair right now. Let me see how much that works, since I like moving around. So today's video, as you saw in the title, is about my experience, as I am now going to be going to school, attending at attending at AMSC, which is Atlanta Metropolitan State College, through the program called Year Up. So guys, maybe you've heard of Year Up, but I believe most of you haven't. So let me tell you what Year Up is. Year Up is a program that is designed to bridge the gap that we have right now with a lot of job opportunities. But like, you know how we always talk about how America is a land of opportunity, which is why I moved here, because I believed that it was a land of opportunity. But when I got here, I realized that I don't have the necessary skills and qualifications to grab the opportunities given, you know. So Year Up just basically came to rescue me and solve that problem. Year Up's mission statement, let me share it with you. Maybe that will enlighten you more on what Year Up is. Year Up's mission is to close the opportunity divide by ensuring that young people gain the necessary skills, experience, and support so that will empower them to reach their full potential, so through careers and higher education. With that being said, to me, like I said, Year Up was a shot at me getting to go to college, getting a certification, a qualification, and a whole internship. So that is exactly what Year Up is to me. Just an opportunity to go back to school and further my studies and leave behind the job lifestyle, because I want to step into a career, and for that you obviously need like qualifications, skill sets, and all that, and I'm ready to go for all of it. If you would like to see more videos on Year Up and the whole program and my process and my experience through it, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I will be taking you through all orientation till graduation. I give you my word on this one, because wow. So I already went through what Year Up is. I did write some notes down so that I don't leave important points out. So if you see me glance at my diary, that's what I'm looking at. So Year Up takes up to 1 year to complete the program, and it is very intensive, since it's like a full-on training program. You go from going to classes for 6 months, meeting with professors, going in a lecture room, learning the certifications or the qualifications that you applied for, and then after that 6 months, when you pass, you are placed into an internship. And with that internship, you go to different companies. They work with so many different companies. You can look that up online. You can ask it down in the comments. I can give you a list, or like, but those change up a lot. But companies that I've worked with are normally big corporate companies. It could be like Bank of America, Software Cloud, Salesforce, Google, Facebook, you name it. They work with all these companies, and you know, you can't just like wake up and go there one day and get a job. But if you want to give yourself a chance, or like guarantee yourself a spot, you want to definitely come through Year Up, you know. And before, it was between ages 18 to 24 and then it extended to 26 after COVID. But right now I've started with my process with the year up, and there's people who are 29 in my class, so I'm like, oh, they might have extended the age group even more because of like post-COVID situations, you know, so which is amazing. Take advantage of this opportunity. It is definitely for grabs. So right now I'm not sure. You definitely want to consult with anyone from your app by clicking on the link in my bio. I will leave it there for you guys, but if you don't want to go ahead and do that, you can still go on the internet and just type year up organization or year up near me, like whatever you type, they will give you a number, or you can just email anyone there and ask if your age is still like, are you able to go there. But I'm based in Atlanta, and in Atlanta we go to year up through Atlanta State Metropolitan College. So yes, they do allow people up to the age of 29 as of 2023. And how Year Up works is you get 6 months of intensive learning where you are going into a classroom, you meet your lecturer, you with your fellow classmates and students, and you are learning the different programs that you're in. There's IT, there's software programming, there's project management, there's software development, there's cybersecurity. Whatever stream you pick, whatever program you take, those are the classes that you're going to be doing for the 6 months, and they have a whole structure for you. So you're going to go get your test books from the library sponsored by Year Up, and then you're going to take your classes sponsored by Year Up at the specific college that they're going to place you on. In my case, like I said, I'm going to be in Atlanta Metropolitan State College, so that's where I'll be attending and meeting with my professors and getting that those grades, you know. And then after that 6 months, you of course have to excel in your classes, but not necessarily excel. You just have to make sure you get an A, B, or C in order for you to graduate. If you get a D, then you will pass, but you won't be able to graduate and get that certification or diploma. So after that 6 months, you are then placed by a coordinator. They have a whole team from the Year Up organization that will come into, like, you always go to sessions consistently, so they will be allocating you to different internships, and the internships are different companies. It's a very, very long list, and from time to time, year to year, depending on what state and what season it is, they work with different companies. And we're looking at companies like Facebook, Microsoft, Software, Cloud, Salesforce, Bank of America. It's a lot. It's so many, and I don't have them on top of my head. I just know the one I'm praying to be placed with, which I will not say right now. I did say it in my class though, because I'm like trying to gun for it as hard as I can. But yeah, I'm a little shy with you guys. But yeah, so in the second part of the program, that's the last 6 months, you are in the internship. So once you're in the internship, you won't now be with your classmates or whoever you were in school with. You will now be placed individually as an individual with that company. There might be more than one of you from your class, there might be you only, but that's your court, you know. The ball is in your court at that point, and you just show out and do your best, and you make sure you show up and show off with each day that you go to work, you know. And then after that 6 months, once you finish your internship, you will now be eligible to graduate with whatever college you were at. For me, it will be with AMCSC, and then for some people it's like whatever, from whatever state, it depends. But when you graduate with them, you also have an acknowledgement graduation with Year Up, and then you get all your qualifications on graduation. It's like a real ceremony. You wear gowns and hats and everything, you know. It's cool. And then after that, you then it's a two-way street. You might be placed with the company you're already working with, which means they would give you an offer to say, hey, you've been interning for us, you've done excellent, and we require your skills. There's room for you. Here's a position that we're offering. And then you get a few days to accept or decline their offer. And then based on your decision there, you move forward with year up, because you become an alumni, which means you can always go back to the school to tell them, hey, so I didn't take the offer. I didn't feel like it was a good fit for me. And then after that, they'll be like, okay, let's see, what are you looking at? What was missing there? Let's try place you, apply with these different companies. Let's help you. They will refer you and still motivate you and prepare you as much as they can for all your interviews until you placed with a company that you are more comfortable with, or you get an offer that you are excited about. The second path would be you finish your internship and you do not get that offer, but then you still get a good referral and great experience. Now let's say I get an internship at Facebook, and then I work at Facebook, and then after the 6 months they tell me, oh, you did amazing, but we don't have an opening for you, good luck. They'll give you a good referral, and that's still something you can use to apply to other companies in the same field or industry that you've studied for. So yeah, God forbid, because I do want to get that offer when I go for my internship. If I don't take it, I want it to be me, but I want to get that offer. So yeah. And how long is the program? Like I already said, it's the first 6 months, which is like intensive learning, and then the second 6 months is more theoretical learning, where you like practical learning, where you're out in your internship. And then after that you graduate, and then it's up to you how you move from there. It's either you get placed, you work, or you don't work with that company, you work with a different company, and then you go through like them to get like further degrees and go back to school through them. Or you can still go back to school wherever college you were with, and just be like, okay, so I loved this AMCS energy, and I love the AMSC. I'm so not used to saying it like that. I just say the whole thing, but it's too long. But like if I say I like the energy, I want to stay at the university, I want to study more, I want to get into this more until it's a degree and doctorate and more, then you go through that. It's okay. And what are the requirements? So I will be honest with you guys. The requirements are that you have a GED or a high school diploma. So they really need your GED. They do need medicals. I believe every school in America needs them. They do need you to be eligible to work in the United States. So you have to get like a work permit or a visa that allows you to, they even take visas. So do not hold back if you feel like, I'm not sure. Give it a shot. Try. They might even, I don't want to say the word because I don't want you coming for me or the program, but they are definitely eligible to you, if you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. But yeah, that's it. And then the time, when I applied, I was told I'm gonna have to be available from 8:30 to 5 p.m. every day, which I was like, oh my gosh, I was stressed out. I had to quit my job, and I'm like, I depend on myself and I pay my own bills. How am I gonna do this? But you do get, let me pause on the time thing. You do get a stipend. The program is totally free, and you get kind of paid to go to school. I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but yeah, we're here now. So yeah, the way you get paid is via a stipend, which is an allowance that is not taxed, and the amounts vary from year to year, semester by semester. Like things are getting back good, so the stipend we're gonna be getting this year is higher than what the last people were getting. So I don't want to give you a stipend amount and then the next person comes and fights with me because they didn't get that. It might also vary by state. I'm not sure how they gauge it, but we were shocked because I was expecting a certain amount, because one of my friends who told me about it, who was already in the program, was getting that amount. And then when they gave me my amounts that we're going to be receiving with our grade, it was like, okay, it's a stipend, it's an allowance. It's not something that's going to take care of your bills and your rent and stuff, but it's just going to take care of your little food, your gas, like your books for school, stuff like that. So keep that in mind. If you're going to the program for the money, I don't know. I don't know. But then when we're going into our internship, my like class 29, our group, we also told that we're gonna be getting a way higher amount than what like the last 2 years people have been receiving, which again COVID came into play and all that. But I am not gonna say the amount as of today. Maybe one day I'll share it with you, but it is like good for an internship because most internships are not paid for, you know, but this one is going to be paid, and we don't have to pay tax on that because it's still going to be stipend. So yeah, that solved my problem with thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be there from 8:30 to 5. But I'm so glad I still just went and resigned at my job and said goodbye and just took a leap of faith, because hey, look, now at least I know I'm gonna be having that little something on the side from them as a stipend, and then I'm gonna be getting something in 6 months, which is really gonna be stable once I start my internship. So that's like I am so glad I took that leap of faith. So child, I don't care what your excuse is, shoot your shot. You never know, you know. What do you have to lose? And then your commitment. Okay, so basically like this follows very well, because I said time, they had said 8:30 to 5, but now when I'm doing orientation and we're getting our schedules and everything, we're figuring out it's actually gonna be 8:30 to 3:30 every day, which means by 4:30 latest I should be home, like, you know. So that's very helpful and that's very fun to know. So they just say 5 because they wanna be flexible of anything, but it's gonna be 3:30, and I'm excited about that. And it's gonna be from Monday to Friday, but Friday is virtual and at home for us. Like I said, these things change up a lot and it varies from program to program, year to year, and semester to semester. So don't take my word for it, do your own research once you get into it, but I'm just giving you an idea with my experience. And I wrote here transparency. I feel like I've been transparent enough. And yeah, oh, maybe I wrote it to tell you guys that you also have to be very transparent with your program directors, your enrollment team. There's a whole student support team, and there's a big team of people who are vouching for you and are in your corner and are there to go through the journey with you, your fellow peers and colleagues, or like classmates, whatever you want to call them. You want to be transparent. Find the people who make you more comfortable, be transparent to them. But there's people allocated for you for certain things as well. Like, for example, they asked us who owns a laptop. Don't lie and say you own one, because duh, they're gonna come give them for free, and then now you lied and said you own one, you know. Now you're gonna not get a laptop. Like, it's a program where there's so many sponsors and like people who, companies, not just certain individuals. The individuals who donate to these companies and organizations are rich people. Please don't miss out because you're busy being too prideful, you know. Just so if you have a problem with your commute, you don't have transport, be transparent about that. If you don't have certain like stuff like your laptops and a stable job, be transparent. If you don't have accommodation, like a stable house where you live at, be transparent. There are people allocated to help you help yourself. Okay, I know you all gonna think maybe school's not for you, maybe this is not it, maybe this is the wrong video, but have you ever been like the one to receive money then lose money while you're going to school? I don't know, but if your answer was no, then you probably want to stay on this video longer, and you probably want to like, share and subscribe this video to anyone who you think might find this information more valued and useful. So thank you while you do that. Let's go on to how to apply. Like I already said, you want to maybe go online or down on the link in my bio, which will lead you to their website, and you can get there, book a session maybe for consultation to speak to someone and see if this is something that's for you. Or if you've heard enough and you are someone who believes in like shooting your shot like me, you want to go ahead and just click on that link. You will find something in the description that says apply. Hit that button and get the application started, you know. And my comment sections is available for questions. And then the stipend amount, I already spoke about that. FAFSA, so like FAFSA falls under documents or requirements. They will require you to fill in a FAFSA application, which is like for a student funds or student loan or whatever. But listen to me very well, because I don't want someone who was deterred and did not succeed in the program to discourage you by telling you, oh yeah, they take your money. You don't have no money. Do you have money in your account that they're gonna come take? No, they're not gonna come to your bank and take no money from you. If you apply for FAFSA, that just means you qualify for student aid, and that means they may take some money from that account to pay for some classes, but most classes are already paid for by the program. But of course, there has to be somewhere where the money is gonna come from. So if you're eligible and you qualify, why not? You know, don't just be a greedy taker. Just know that to gain something, you give something, and this is not your thing. You're not giving your money, but you never have to pay a cent back. The only time you will have to pay any money back is if after you apply for your FAFSA, because that's your student aid, that's what qualifies you for them. If you decide to use those without your app by yourself and just take some money and take some grants that you are being offered now after you apply for those things, that money you will have to pay back, and that will definitely go bad on your debts and credit score and stuff like that. But if you just like do it with your app, that money will not even be touched. Most likely, if it is, it will not come back and be something that you have to pay, because this is an organization. So yeah, don't be deterred. Because I did read some comments where people were talking about, oh, they just take your money, and nobody's taking your money. It's not your money. You don't have any money. Put that in your head. You don't have 50,000 to qualify you to go to varsity, so nobody's taking your 50,000. And this is not a paid sponsored video. Yeah, surely doesn't even know I'm making this content, and I'm not planning on telling them anytime soon, because I don't want them to think I'm distracted from the main goal. Like, the program and my studies right now is my main priority. So, but I do enjoy doing this, and you guys know I do content, so I'm gonna carry on sharing this. And let's see if I'm leaving anything. Oh, last but not least, please trust the process with your app. You're gonna have to, like anything else in life, just give it your best shot. Shoot your shot. You never know. Click on the link in bio if you want to apply and become a student and get back enrolled in school. Oh, I forgot my manners. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for being a supporter today, and I hope that you come back and you end up eventually staying. I hope that you enjoy this content. I hope you think it's relevant for someone and you can share it with them. I really appreciate it. If this was useful to you or made you feel good in a way, please give it a thumbs up. And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much.